It was very hard. Like if I'm trying to just do a hand shot and fall, you'd see that easy.
Yeah.
But if I'm up here already, and then
you got gravity on your side as well.
It just, I thought, oh, that's going to be.
You just seem a lot more mobile when you're extended like that.
Yeah.
And you're lighter on your feet.
Yeah,
I think the smaller footwork, like what Mungrummi's doing, instead of the giant lunges, they're too predictable because we can see where they're going.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, open it a bit more because then also it makes them take shots that they usually wouldn't. Because they're like, oh, now's the time. That was the green light.
Yeah.
And then they go for it, not realizing that you're in motion. So if you're falling and moving as you attack, they're going to miss most of the time. And now that you've done an pulgada, sometimes by accident, just because you're maintaining your range and movement, and then they go, oh no, I chased him. And if like you fall this way as you do a slash at my head or something, and then people chase like this, they go completely past because they think they have to chase you, and then all of a sudden they like really cross over. And, But I find a lot of time that if you didn't have that movement and you did that shot,
if I get stuck,
even without the movement, I mean, like if you did that without that movement, that's when people just go bang. But with the movement, they chase you, or even if it didn't hit you and you just pull backwards, people don't go past, they'll go and do that. But if you've moved that way and they have to actually follow you, they go over. They always go over.
they chase.
So your footwork makes other people do chasing mistakes like that.
Instead of the 1-1-1.
Yeah, but I think for all weapon classes, we should do like you said, start a little slow and just ease our way into it a little bit. Slow's not a bad thing. You see a lot more slow, and it establishes the range and the footwork and the counter game a bit. And then once it feels comfortable and we go, oh, we're getting multiple like dodges and parries and counters and we're getting deeper into it, getting closer to double digits, like then you can start to speed it up a little bit.
Alright, good again. Oh, that sun.
And I thought it was going to be like 12 or 14 degrees, and I'm like,
it's just a
right in the face.
It's just there.
We can swap sides if you want.
No, that's fine. It's not
easy. It's alright.
Come to your hand, that's good.
But like that's it. This is that's all the right stuff, and especially these shots you're doing.
But I
have to be very aware.
I felt like I'm more upright now.
Oh yeah.
And starting.
You seem more mobile.
Yeah, just going
like,
for your hands.
Sometimes you feel like I can tell from your weight distribution that you can only fall in one direction.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's here, but if he does fall, it'll be that way because of where your feet is or something. I can almost see you loaded and you're getting ready to go that way.
Yeah.
But now it feels like you can just go either direction or even forward and back, like you've got almost like every angle.
Okay, good.
So you do like a backhand, and I'm just going like, I'm like, why am I reaching so much? That's good. That was good. That was good. That was good range. Nice, good wedge. This feels real smooth at the moment.
Yeah.
And you look like you've got more of an even distribution of your weight now.
Yeah, so that's
do you
bringing that
feel
up.
more comfortable?
Much
You're not
better.
planting yourself.
And I do feel like I can do better non-telegraphic with gravity. Like I'm up on my toes a little bit. And then
Did you notice that in some of the other videos that a lot of time you'll see me come up and I'm almost always on my back toe. And I'm going, no.
Yeah.
Or I'll go here and just fall.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you go onto the edge of your balance, but you still have control to go forward and backwards.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
high enough to be able to keep going in.
Yeah, and then even then after a while you get used to coming up here and then you can pick and go, I'm going that way or I'm going to go that way. Yeah, and you're still stepping with your back foot, so it's still the Ilustrisimo footwork or like the ready rider like Spanish like fencing footwork. Yeah,
all that still matches. I reckon I've just increased my height.
Yeah.
And increased my length out of here.
But it's just like even just your ability to transition, you just cut like half a beat out. Because you used to have to come up and down a little bit. You'd almost be attacking here and then have to go defense. You go attacking here and you're going up and down a lot.
Well,
that also means that you ended up leaning into stabs a lot because you were changing your level almost too much and you can lean into a stab and go,
And I'm thinking as far as the sight, you're seeing that from underneath all the time, so you can just come over.
Yeah.
We're up here, at least it's coming down.
Also, like I said, if you do too many low ones at my hand, I end up doing these kind and I wedge that. Or if you go for my hand here, then you got like these kind of ones and just a lot of like slashes like this. And like, and I feel like when you're down here, the hand becomes more of a target. So you do want to
you're just doing that.
Oh crap. And especially if you pull that leg back as well.
There's
almost no chance. That's where I was getting those simultaneous ones for a bit.
Yeah. Alright.
I think you're doing the right thing, bringing the level up. And then even like what we said with the katanas the other day, where I was saying that I don't do it. You're doing stabs at the head. But a lot of time because I'm so used to moving my head around my defense. If you do a stab at my head, like just anything, I'm doing that, and then either coming over or coming in and doing a bunch of stuff. And you're going, it doesn't set up, and then you go, I don't like doing the hacks because it just feels like I'm feeding my hand. And it's mostly at these angles. So I'm setting up a lot of my hacks like stabs off like slashes. So like that, slashes, like stab like the upward angles. I'm doing more with the katana. So I'll go back like that, and off the backside. So I'll go here and go up like that, and then I'll hack afterwards. It just sounds weird, but I'm actually going stab and hack instead of like hack and like slash and stab.
And like you said, especially to the face, it's pretty easy just to turn when it's just straight.
Heaps of people can if they dodge the stab, some people can't. But when they do, a lot of people do this and they go super stiff. So then if you go hack, it's just going to go straight through their block. So like you dodge these a lot. But then I'll go for that, and then sometimes I'll get those. So like that's where I can set them up with like something coming upwards from below, whether it's a hack or a stab or something, and then go for some kind of hack at the head. If you alternate between stabs and hacks, they're opposite defenses, even though it's the same target. And because like you've done mostly hand attacks, but you've started to do the head more, and now you're realizing being up high is actually not a bad thing.
That's much better.
In a way, because like also you get this is like a blind spot. So I do like the underneath, like the back stack drop down attacks. Like
it's good to start from there. I just don't want my head at that.
But it's almost like when I was saying like you need to be able to go left and right in the defense. You need to attack both the head and the hand. I think you need to be able to attack from both above and below.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
you don't want to just do everything from one side.
But like it's looking good.
Alright. Do you want to speed it up a little bit now?
But I can do another minute of like this, and like we'll just slowly speed up.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. That's good. Let's get that done.
Just to get it coming through.
That was a clash.
hand out there.
Yeah, I planted myself a little bit on that switch.
Yeah, you just
So
stopped.
I was actually kind of stuck there. That was my bad. I should have continued the
The
move.
load was good.
Yeah.
And then you just had to do the extra.
Yeah, exactly.
But the load was right.
If I did that, and when I saw you actually go for it, I should have fallen.
Yeah.
And actually continued, but I kind of stuck myself. But that was good. You noticed that. That was good traction.
No, I stopped. I played it for a minute. And it just,
This speed's really good to see mistakes.
yeah.
And then once you feel like you're not making any mistakes because you're like, we're just flowing and we can get like almost double digit attacks without landing on each other, that's when I think we speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
So if both you like, I'm making a couple of mistakes, you're nicking my hand and I'm plating myself a bit.
Yeah.
Like you misjudge
I
the
just
range.
played
And,
that, yeah.
So this speed's not bad for now. I reckon like in a couple
Yeah.
of minutes we'll up it a bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Your knee. Sorry, man.
I could see it and I knew what was happening.
I thought you were gonna move out of the way. of that
Well, I
block.
was planning to do.
But then you know what ended up
Yeah.
happening? You know our knife stuff with like Monroe
Yeah, I
scoop?
should have done
That's
that.
pretty much what happened is because you just turned. I
Yeah.
got that, but I thought you push it across.
Yeah.
And then you almost went for a stab.
Yeah.
So I've gotten used to doing that for the knife stuff.
Right.
So the moment I felt this move over, it's almost like I've gone for that move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've just pushed
I
it.
started that
and
right,
I've done the scoop.
but I
Let
did
go.
too much.
Did that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
What I needed to do was drift in
Yeah.
and upright.
Yeah.
Whereas
I think
I
it would have been
pushed-
more of a pivot.
Yeah.
Like I think if you went like more,
Sideways.
yeah,
Okay.
almost like
Well,
like-
true. I wanted to turn that shoulder a little bit
yeah,
more.
almost like how we're doing the number 4 washing the hands with a knife.
Yeah.
But instead of it being like a hack, because they said that you can alternate the hacks for stabs.
Yeah.
And like I know Monroe does that a lot and curls it in,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah, I shouldn't have. Tanto-wise, I pushed.
Yeah, 'cause it
I
did.
needed to do.
yeah,
that.
that's what I thought.
But
because it didn't come up and you went more straight,
Yeah.
then I got my forearm on it.
I also pushed,
Yeah.
and I
If
went
this is
hard.
more of just a toe turn,
Yeah.
and that's it, don't push out because that actually helps me on it.
Exactly. You
And,
went, oh, I
yeah.
know what this is.
And then that's pretty much just becomes a push to the shoulder.
Yeah,
and a
straight
stab
in.
and a step.
Mm.
So if I do that,
Yeah.
I'm screwed there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Even better if you get even slightly above that elbow.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
that's right.
sometimes when you're below, I can still do that.
Yeah.
But if you get your hand, or even then, now I'm screwed because that's a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but also
Yeah.
that cross.
That little check cross. like
Yeah, I
that,
need it up there. I
It
can't
becomes
push.
almost binding sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a few times that happen when if you push too far across with that left hand.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I can't remember. Was it this one?
Yeah.
No, I think that's something else. Oh yeah, but yeah, if I do that,
I
and
push too
you go
far
for
over.
that stab,
Yeah. This
yeah,
happens.
now I clamp that,
Yeah.
and I almost get into this position. But yeah. I remember the other day, I didn't even mean that for that to happen the other day, and there's once or twice that I saw that you got bound, and I was like, I wasn't going for that.
Yeah.
And I realised it was almost you doing it to yourself by crossing so far.
Well, that's when Ray said as you're pushing, keep that centre
It's like
line.
that prayer hand almost.
Keep the centre line.
I always just
So-
think someone's praying like that, and you just
Yeah.
take one away.
Yeah.
And then I go, my finger's going to get cut, so I write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's as far as it should go. Shouldn't be there at all.
Yeah, even here, I don't want it in the middle. I actually want it kind of over.
That's good.
Because if I'm here, you can get behind it.
Yeah. True.
And I'm like, so I like it here, so when you go for that, I can.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so much is coming forward from the other weapons now. like that hand is very much the knife stuff. And then when you start hunting it here, me doing this stuff is very katana.
Suddenly very strong.
Yeah. So if you're hunting me a lot, I start to pivot out, and the katana footwork, and like what I do for that is holding it heaps. But then also in the middle of the combinations, that left hand's making me feel safe. Because I can do these shots, and then you go for me, and I go, oh god. And I know that this is still here to deal with that. I mean, footwork is still the #1 defense, like distance and measurement. But it's good to know that I go footwork first, then the head and feet movement, then the hand. This is last. Although still like not just blocks. I'm thinking more like spine deflections. And with the pivot. Otherwise, it doesn't have enough power in the weapon or your wrist to deflect it all the time. You got to step with it.
It's something extra.
It can't just be.
Not just the hand. Did it without good work. I have.
Think like a popo.
Yeah, I'm thinking, don't push.
Drop your right hip back.
I needed to that.
Well, it's almost turned that, and I almost just roll.
Just needed to, and that's it.
And then after that, you can step in with the left foot. And I'd be so screwed. Yeah. Once again, it's more on the hips than the actual upper body.
I was trying to do tanto, but it was too light.
It's that same thing. I think you have your right foot forward a lot, which is right for the weapon.
But that's okay.
But it means that you actually dip to your left a lot.
Yeah.
You're having that trouble with the katana yesterday or like a week ago, where you weren't dipping to the right side. And we realized later that it's because your right foot was forward. When you had your left, you went, oh, that side feels really easy. But when your right foot's forward, you still do that side.
It's still that, but I just got to make that solid. I was trying to do tanto, but it wasn't strong enough. It needed to have at least something on there.
Okay. No, it's good though. It's addressing those little things because when it's too fast, you can't always tell when it's too fast, so it gets like messy. So, but that's good to see. It's the same way. It's good that we're identifying like lots of really subtle things like that. I know you know how to move and control it and stuff, but then realizing that you don't dip with one side on one stance. Right foot forward, both the katana and the machete. Even if you only dip to the left. So that's and if you think about just lining that up, that's what you said helped you with the katana. Because you said you were going fast, and you said you were going just a little bit, and it was over there or over there. And when you started realizing to point that,
just
that
aim
became the right angle.
And it actually, once again, it's a load. It's not just turning.
Because you're stepping before that. You're going like step. And I'm like, no, it's just the dip. I have to be on my toes. Ray talks about dipping his knee towards his other knee. I think about flaring my ankle out.
No, mine's that back foot. But
I'm thinking about flaring that heel. But it's technically the same thing because my knee flares in when I flare the heel out. So, Sorry, I'm just floating out. That's all good, it's all good.
I was thinking of something.
No, that's right. There's almost too many things we're thinking about now. You're all good. The range control's gotten so much better. Like the ability to understand when I've mixed and when to enter. Nice, that was good. I had that block there, but I didn't have it reinforced. And you realise my hand's floating and there's nothing stopping that from smacking me. That was good. Because as I did, I was like, I really need to put my hand there. And then as I thought that, you just go through.
Because at first I thought you were safe, and it was only then I noticed.
As I realised, I'm like, I put up an illusion of safety. It looks like that you can't get to me.
I was covered.
And then I'm going, this is vertical and not reinforced. Yeah, that was good.
That's one of those things.
Most other people just see it as a block up and go, oh, there's no point.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but that's exactly it. And I'm now looking at the angle of their block, so even if their hand's on it, that's too vertical. You can still get through it. Like, I really have to push out on that.
Yeah.
So only when I see that outward angle that, like that, then I'm going, oh, it's not going to work now. That was good. That was a really subtle open, and it got me on there as well. It was nice on the 5. I did a 5, and we were talking about this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Went flat.
Oh, okay.
I need to do the V or the U scoop, and I think you did that, and you went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I also did the 5, but you got me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just because I went diagonal flat.
Yeah.
And we were talking whoever does the V or the U
wins.
beats the flat person. Just whoever does more of an acute angle. Like, yeah, so nice. Like really, really subtle stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. I can force that.
I was thinking of that. That's good. No, I got down and right.
Yeah, you've almost loaded.
Yeah. I got in the right position. I just stopped for a minute, but it was good.
But you got me a couple times, and I think you got my thumb. I think you got nicked my pinky.
Yeah, it's little.
The double hack.
I was thinking I'd be going around that way too much. I have to go this way.
I just thought I'm becoming too predictable, and I always go circular up to hack.
Yeah.
So I'm going, I'm going to double up and see what happens on the scale.
And I'm thinking, I haven't been to the left for a while. I'll just go left.
Yeah, once again, that's feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm cutting my hand a lot on those first initial strikes. So I wouldn't even get to that shot like most of the time. You're defensively and offensively looking good because you're defensively in the right range, you're covered, you're not open. Yet the second I do anything, you just float slightly backwards.
Yeah,
I miss, and you're immediately entering. I have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like I can't ignore that because I'm open for 1 or 2 beats afterwards. Then you're doing chained attacks. But
Well,
then you're not overly chasing.
Yeah.
Because I will back off and address them.
Oh yeah,
And I'll go here and then do like that.
Yeah.
And you've now blocked and backed off as well. Because you're very aware that I'm going to do something that's going to lash out because you're coming forward.
Yeah, it's good defense.
So you're doing a couple moves, but then separating when you realise that you're not controlling me. But you put enough pressure on that I may overly lash out and just feed my hand through a shot.
Yeah, there's a chance of a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Like you put pressure on and people make mistakes like that.
Yeah.
So that's feeling good. And you're looking more upright.
Yeah.
You don't look as
still,
planted.
yeah, still just trying to threaten the face a little bit.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing that. I don't know what that's
you
very
see
close
that,
to
and I go for it.
Yeah, that's not nice.
You got my pinky on that.
I've got off balance.
Do another 5?
Yeah, yeah.
Where is it? There we go. think we went for the same move. I was going for your head, but you got your wrist.
Yeah, I was thinking I want to get that distance.
I was doing the exact same thing. Well, I'm just going to fall.
Yeah. That was good.
I think
well, we just
you know what the
sideways.
difference was there?
Yeah.
You did your attack before you started the fall.
Yeah.
I did the fall, and then I could have waited a little longer.
You came closer.
That was something we were talking about the other day that Florida does a lot, where we're going here, going out, and they start to move their head and attack the wrist as we fall past and do those kind of moves. And then Florida does a lot of his. Is he'll go.
Yeah, wait.
And it means that it gets behind your weapon.
Yeah.
It means you don't know what to do and you're kind of like following them with your eyes and tracking them.
Yeah.
You don't get warning on the attack.
Well, that was sticking out.
He almost
so
tries to throw it until he's like there.
Yeah,
but we're almost throwing it in front. So I think I got to here.
Yeah,
before I started throwing mine. I think you started in the middle.
Yeah.
I was about halfway to, and Flora would get to almost here before we throw it.
Yeah, okay.
And also because it means we're not just throwing our wrist out.
Yeah, well, it's this giant warning, and you can see that fist. So it's.
I think that was it. I think I was already loaded, and I was just thinking of doing it. But I think your hand came out. So
I was already.
So I was going for your head, but that's why that hit yours and not mine.
Yeah.
Because I think I was like half a beat behind your attack.
Yeah, I agree.
But interesting though.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't planned. Like
No,
I was just trying to get your wrist.
I haven't tried this.
Yeah.
In the position, that's good. That's all right.
No, you didn't. We both did the right thing because we both moved, but then you didn't continue.
I needed a follow-up.
Yeah. Nice, that was good. That floated out the fake and you just go there. Good block. Thought I had you on that one.
Me too.
Nice. I didn't get deep enough.
Yeah.
That was good. I shouldn't have reached, I should have touched it.
Yeah.
I was halfway between, I knew I couldn't touch it, so I should have gone backwards instead of forward.
Nice.
It's looking good.
Good. Yeah, the shuffle, good.
Ooh, that was a weird shuffle.
Yeah, I can see I've got nothing on that.
Broken rhythms are making it interesting.
No, that's good.
I don't do them as much anymore.
Yeah.
Nice, you got behind me. Oh yeah. See, like you're doing way better. I think it's because you got less weight.
Yeah, I'm higher.
You've only planned yourself like once in about half an hour.
I still feel it a little bit, but it's nothing.
But I
like
also
it was.
planned myself like once in half an hour, so we're like even now.
Yeah.
But before it used to be like you do it about half a dozen times.
Yeah, you're just
And then,
going
and then when you plan, that's where I get those stabs.
Yeah.
And then it frustrates you, which then makes you make more mistakes.
Oh,
which
yeah,
then you
I can
plan
do it.
more. Yeah, no, that was really good.
Yeah.
Knife
Yeah,
or
it's flip
katana?
over. Yeah.
Yeah, easy. All right. That was